Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of this video, it's all about coconut fried rice today. It's basically just fried rice with coconut flavor to it. It's so nice and so tasty, and it's so easy to make. So if you already know how to make fried rice, which is just frying the vegetables and mixing it with rice, then you would definitely find this easy also, because the only thing different with this is that you're just adding coconut flavor to it, and that's pretty much it. So the process is really straightforward, so let's get right into the video. So I have the full list of ingredients you will need in the description bar below, so you can just check that out for the precise ingredient amount. So all you need is just some colorful bell peppers, onions, mixed veg, rice, coconut oil, good quality coconut oil, thyme, bay leaves, salt, chicken seasoning, some prawns. This is optional of course, so if you don't like prawns then don't add it. Also coconut milk and water to cook the rice. You can add chilies as well, but I didn't want to add it for this video, so but if you want you can add it. Right, to be precise, this is the cup that I'm gonna be using to measure the amount of rice and to measure the water and coconut milk I'll be using for this recipe. Also, just to specify, I always prefer to use Stellar basmati rice for my fried rice dishes, and this is my favorite brand and it's called Ashley Golden Basmati. Trust me, this rice is amazing. It is really good for fried rice. You can use for jollof rice as well, but this is what I use for my fried rice. It's really good. Anyway, let's start cooking. So I focus on the rice first because I think this part is really important, because I don't want my rice to be too soft, mushy or like soggy. So that's why if you're using coconut milk to cook your rice, you have to be careful in terms of having accurate measurements, and this way your rice will be nice and fluffy and it wouldn't stick together, and it wouldn't be too soft as well. So the first thing I do is I wash the rice until the water is not cloudy anymore and it's clear, and so you have to keep washing the rice and draining the water until the water is clear. This is to remove excess starch from the rice, and this in my opinion I think is the first step to avoiding mushy or soggy rice. So in total I'm using 4 cups of rice, and in order to cook 4 cups of rice I am using 1 cup of coconut milk and 1 cup of water. Like I said before, be sure to measure this part as it really does help to get the nice fluffy rice. So I go ahead and add bay leaves, thyme, salt, curry powder and chicken seasoning to this. I let it come to a boil before adding the washed rice. All I do is just stir it in and let it cook for 10 minutes on medium heat. So whilst the rice is cooking, I just start to prepare the onions and vegetables by chopping them into little small cubes or to your preferred size, to be honest, and then set it to one side. So going back to the rice, this is what it looks like after 10 minutes of cooking it. I just stir it together, and at this point I had a taste just to make sure the salt was enough, and it was, so I didn't have to add any more salt to it. So I just cooked it for another 10 minutes, and after 20 minutes in total of cooking the rice, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it doesn't stick together and it's not too soft, and it's still nice and fluffy, and it's just perfect basically. It's exactly the texture I was hoping for, so I can go ahead and start making the actual fried rice now. So like I mentioned before, I like to use good quality coconut oil, and the brand I'm using, I think it's called Vita Coco, and it's cold pressed organic coconut oil. The coconut flavor is really strong, which is what I wanted anyway. So I use 1 full tablespoon of coconut oil for the fried rice because a little goes a long way, so you don't need a lot of it at all. And from this point, in terms of making the fried rice, everything is nice and easy. So I just basically fry the onions, the bell peppers, I add 1 chopped spring onion, I add the prawns. Like I said before, you don't have to use prawns, you can use chicken breast if you want to. And for flavor, I'm just adding chicken seasoning, thyme, curry powder and salt. I just stir it together and let it cook for around 5 minutes on medium heat. After 5 minutes, I add the mixed vegetables. I added the mixed veg at the end because I prefer my vegetables to be a little bit, you know, crunchy and not too soft. After mixing it all together, I go ahead and add the rice and mix it all up again and cover it for 5 minutes for the rice to cook with the vegetables. After this, I add one more spring onion and mix it all up together, and it's all done. Like, you're pretty much done. It's so straightforward and it's very tasty as well. So yeah, this is how I make my coconut fried rice. This is obviously perfect for the festive season and, you know, for Christmas dinners, Christmas parties and things like that. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video as well, and I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas as well. Bye.